Hello, lovely community. Welcome to this 60-minute Throat Chakra Hatha practice, where we'll work on mobilizing the neck very gently and working on tending to clearing this part of our body and our energy center. Helping us to be able to speak with clarity and to voice our truth with clarity. So let's come onto our backs to begin. And just intentionally making your way down. You can curl the spine all the way down. And just beginning to tuck the shoulders under, bending the knees and grounding the soles of the feet. And just bring the arms out 45 degrees. You can turn your palms face up. Take an inhale in. And exhale fully out the mouth. Let's do 2 more like that. Breathing in through the nose. And exhale. And 1 more, breathing in through the nose. And exhale. And just feeling the backs of the shoulders supported. Take an inhale to lengthen the spine, and exhale, turn your gaze over the left shoulder. Letting that right shoulder roll back and down. And as you inhale, just lift your left ear off the mat and tap down. Lift and tap. Let's go for 3 more. Last 2. Keep your breath moving. Last 1. And just draw your gaze back to center. Take a nice inhale in. And exhale, turn your gaze over to the right. Breathing in nice and deep through the nose. And exhale, slowly lift your right ear off the mat and then tap down. Then lift the ear off and tap down. Let's go for 3 more. And just be mindful of your knees grounding to the inner edges of the feet. Last 2. And last 1 here. Good. Returning back to center. Take a nice big inhale in. And full exhale. And ground into the soles of the feet and begin to curl the spine all the way up. As you press the soles of the feet down, tuck your shoulders under. Press into the back of the head and hold here. Pushing into the soles of the feet, really lifting your hips. Pressing into the feet as though you're trying to straighten the knees, getting a higher lift in the pelvis. Feel the backs of your arms heavy and feel your glutes beginning to fire on. Let's take a deep inhale through the nose. Full exhale. And inhale to slowly curl the spine all the way down. Nice and slow. Let's extend the left leg long. And just draw your right knee in towards your shoulder. Give it a nice squeeze and maybe curl your forehead up towards the knee. And gently curl all the way down. Let's reach the right knee over to the left. And cactusing your right arm, or you can reach that right arm out to a T. Just getting the hips nice and stacked here. Coming onto that left side. See if you can soften on the left side of your body. Maybe letting your gaze turn over that right shoulder. Continue breathing nice and deep into your belly. Just noticing whatever sensations are showing up for you with loving awareness, without trying to change them, but just acknowledging how your body's feeling in this moment with loving awareness, and cultivating the breath deeper into the body. Let's draw the gaze back to center. And draw your right knee back towards your right shoulder, coming onto the spine. Give the knee a squeeze in. And gently curl up towards that knee. Let the shoulders soften. And then beginning to curl all the way down. Let's extend the right leg long and draw the left knee in towards your shoulder. Give it a nice squeeze in, breathing in nice and deep. And exhale, curling up towards that left knee. And inhale, slowly curling the spine down. Let's reach for that left knee and draw it over to the right, nice and slow, coming onto your right hip, stacking both hips and either cactusing your left arm or extending it out to a half T. Really softening on the right side of your body. Your gaze can be up towards the sky or over that left shoulder. And again, just noticing maybe the different sensations on both sides with awareness. Letting go of any stories in the mind and letting yourself feel the physical sensations of your body. Moving from head to toe with loving awareness. And just taking a few more breaths here. Where can you soften a little bit more? Feeling the ground underneath that right side. And just exploring the shape, exploring all the sensations of your body. And taking any intuitive movements that your body is wanting. Draw your gaze back to center and draw that left knee back over to your left shoulder. Give it a gentle squeeze in as you come onto your spine. And use the exhale to curl up towards the left knee. And inhale to slowly curl all the way down. Let's draw the right knee in. You can bring the hands to the knees and just take some circles into the knees here. Getting a bit into the hips, the big toes can come together to touch. Letting the shoulders roll back and down, keeping the breath nice and fluid here. And then coming through center, let's reverse the circle. Keeping the big toes together, letting the hands also rest in softness. Notice if they're really gripping the knees and see if you can release that gripping and just reach for the knees with gentleness. And then coming through center with the knees, bring the hands around the backs of the thighs. Take an inhale in through the nose and exhale to engage your lower abs and rock and roll along the spine. Try to soften in the shoulders. And we'll come all the way up to balance in Navasana, bringing the shins parallel to the earth, roll the shoulders back. And then begin to bring your hands behind, fingertips face towards your glutes. Roll your shoulders back and try to hug the elbows in towards each other. Take an inhale in. And exhale, gaze over your left shoulder. Keep the shoulders drawing down the back. Take an inhale in. And exhale through center, gazing over the right shoulder. And draw those elbows towards each other. One more time, take an inhale in. And exhale, come through center. Let's cross right shin over left and reach the arms high alongside the ears. Lift your gaze, lift your heart. And exhale, twisting to the left. Right hand on left knee, left hand comes behind. Take an inhale to lengthen and an exhale to soften into it. Maybe taking your gaze all the way back and over that left shoulder. And slowly turning around towards the front of your mat, let's reach the left arm out and inhale, reach the right arm overhead. And gently turn your gaze up and under that right armpit. Maybe you come onto your left forearm. Rooting that right sit bone down, softening in the right fingertips and wrists. Breathing into the back of the right lung, wrapping that breath around the back of the rib cage. Beginning to press into your left hand, let's sweep the arms high, big inhale. Lift your gaze and exhale, bring your hands to heart. Bring your left fingertips out. And begin to reach your right arm high. And bring your right hand to left ear and gently let your right ear come over to the right shoulder and just take some slow circles into that left shoulder as you come onto your fingertips. Nice gentle movements here. Maybe noticing any tension or holding in the neck and seeing what it feels like to draw the breath just slightly around the tension, just gently. Gently towards it, and then reverse the circles of your shoulder. And keeping your sit bones grounded, keeping the spine tall. And coming through stillness, let's slowly lift the head and exhale, lower your right hand down. Bring your hands to the outer edges of your thighs, draw the knees together, come back onto your sit bones, Navasana second set. Bring the shins together, bring the thighs together. Let's bring your hands behind, fingertips face your glutes. Roll the shoulders back and down and hug the elbows towards each other. Take an inhale in, and as you exhale, gaze over your right shoulder. Take another inhale in. And exhale through center, gazing over your left shoulder. One more inhale in. And exhale, come through center, this time crossing left shin over right. Reach the arms alongside the ears, lift the sides of the waist, and exhale, twist to the right. Bringing left hand on right knee, right hand comes behind. Take an inhale to lengthen and an exhale to soften into your twist. Maybe turning your gaze all the way over that right shoulder, keeping the breath moving nice and fluidly here. Good, and as you inhale, draw your torso back through center, reach the right hand out to the side and sweep your left arm overhead. Maybe turning your gaze gently underneath that left armpit. Maybe you come onto your right forearm, getting a nice side stretch on the left side as you breathe into the back of your left rib cage and lung. Good. As you inhale, float yourself up through center. And exhale, begin to land your left fingertips down. No, we're landing the right fingertips down and reaching the left hand over to the right ear. And gently guiding your left ear to left shoulder. Very gently, and just letting that left hand be soft on that right ear, and begin to take some circles into your right shoulder. Nice and slow, you're on your right fingertips. And then beginning to reverse the direction of your circles. And then beginning to slow the circles. Let's gently rise up, coming into Sukhasana. Just bring your fingertips behind. Roll the shoulders back and lift your chest, lift the gaze. Any amount, really hug behind the heart space, those rhomboids, drawing them towards each other, lifting your heart. And as you exhale, let's reach the arms forward, round the spine. Take an inhale in as you breathe into the back of the lungs. And exhale, ground the palms in front, come onto hands and knees. Spread your fingers wide and begin to take a few rounds of cat-cow, lifting the tailbone, dropping the belly, roll the shoulders back, open the chest, and maybe lift the gaze. As you exhale, scoop your tailbone, press the ground away, and gaze to your navel. And just moving through a few more like that at your own pace, releasing any stress, any tension from the spine. Rooting into all 10 knuckles, spreading your fingers wide. Really feeling each movement. Feeling the body beginning to open, beginning to release what is no longer serving, letting that energy, that dense energy just melt away. And coming back through a neutral tabletop. Begin to extend the legs back long for Palakasana, plank pose. Puff into the shoulders. And as you exhale, tuck the chin and inhale, gaze over the left shoulder. And exhale, draw the chin down through center. Nice and slow, and inhale, gaze over the right shoulder. Exhale, draw the chin down through center. Inhale, lengthen your neck. Exhale, step your right foot forward. Take an inhale in. And exhale, step your left foot forward. Take an inhale, lengthen halfway, and exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Maybe reaching for opposite elbows, just allowing your head and neck to be heavy here, rocking side to side. Beginning to ground into the soles of the feet, bend the knees slightly and curl the spine all the way up, nice and slowly, moving one vertebrae at a time, letting your head and neck come last as you inhale, reach the arms high. Lift your gaze, Urdhva Hastasana. Interlace the fingers, pointer fingers stretch up towards the sky, left thumb over right, Kali Mudra. Bring the big toes together to touch, hug the inner thighs, and as you exhale, press hips to the left and hinge to the right. Draw your left shoulder back and your left hip forward. Activate on the right side and push evenly into both feet, softening in the knees, gentle engagement of the glutes. Breath continues to move. Maybe you turn the gaze underneath that left armpit. And just taking a few more breaths here. Welcoming in any shakes. And slowly rising up. Nice work. Exhale, bend knees and elbows. Inhale to lengthen, crossing right thumb over left. Exhale, hinge to the left, pressing hips to the right. Draw your right shoulder back and your right hip forward. Rooting into the feet evenly. And just letting the breath continue to flow here. Maybe your gaze turns underneath that right armpit. And gently pressing yourself all the way up. Big inhale. And exhale, bring your hands to heart. Let's come into Tadasana, mountain pose. Heel toe the feet hip width and bring the hands to the low back. Fingertips face towards your heels. Roll the shoulders back and down and hug your elbows towards each other. Engaging your glutes, press your hips forward and then draw awareness to your spine, activating up the whole spine. Slowly bringing awareness to each muscle around each vertebrae. Maybe lifting the chin if that feels good. Really drawing those elbows towards each other on the back body, on the back of the heart. Pressing into the feet. Few more breaths here, really drawing the breath deep down into the belly. And exhale, slowly coming up into Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, reach the arms high. Lift your gaze. Exhale, bring your hands to heart. Let's cultivate the Ujjayi breath, making that oceanic sound at the back of the throat like you're fogging up a mirror. Interlace the fingers and press the palms down. Let's go two more like this. Inhale, arms reach high. Lift your gaze and exhale, bring your hands through heart center. Interlace the fingers and press the palms down. One more time here. Big inhale, reaching the arms high. Lift your gaze. And exhale, bringing the hands through heart center. Interlace the fingers, press the palms down, and return to your Tadasana, mountain pose. Palms face forward. As you inhale, begin to reach the arms forward, and exhale, bend the knees for Utkatasana chair pose. Weight comes into the heels. Draw your shoulders back. Keep the chest open and soften in the wrists and fingertips. Keep the Ujjayi breath going. Really feel that at the back of your throat. Maybe also envisioning a color at the back of the throat, a blue color, any color of hue of blue. And just noticing that. And as you exhale, just feeling that color expanding through your throat chakra, the throat area, clearing out any dense energy. One more breath, inhale. And exhale, rise up, reach the arms high, lift the gaze. And exhale, bring your hands to heart. Begin to bend the knees, Utkatasana chair pose. Ground into your left foot and slowly float the right leg back. Begin to rise into your high lunge, arms reach high. And as you exhale, stay in your high lunge, but open the arms to a T. So right arm back, left arm forward, gaze over your right shoulder. Bringing your right hand to back of right thigh, keep the right heel lifted. Pull the left heel back and reach your left arm overhead, maybe lifting the gaze. Ground your left foot. And press into your left big toe. Roll your shoulders back and activate the right glute. And exhale, arms back out to a T. You're in that twisted high lunge. Begin to float your right arm forward. Reach the arm high for your high lunge. And then begin to pivot your right heel down as you open to warrior two. Let's settle here. Turning the palms up. And turning the palms down. Lengthening the spine. Envision a grounding cord running through your spine, rooting all the way down from the base of the spine into the earth. And then the soles of your feet are pressing down firmly, spreading through all four corners of your feet. Push to the outer edge of your right foot, activate the right glute, take an inhale to lengthen. And an exhale, turn the gaze over your right shoulder. Take an inhale to lengthen. And an exhale to turn your gaze back over your left shoulder. Bend that left knee a little more. And then begin to straighten your left knee. Any amount. It can have a slight bend. Engaging your left quad, reach forward with the left hand, bringing hand to inner edge of left calf or thigh, coming into Trikonasana. Opening your heart to the right and reaching your right arm high as you gently draw the shoulders down the back body and just give them a slight squeeze to feel that expansion through the chest. Maybe peace fingers come around your left big toe. You're lengthening the sides at the waist. And then option to turn that gaze up to your right fingertips. Keep active in the back leg as well. So the left quad is active and you're pressing back with your right foot. All four corners of that right foot are rooted into the earth. Keep breathing through the challenge and just staying aware of where your body is in space here. Noticing all four corners of your feet rooting you down. Where can you soften? Where can you activate to create more stability within yourself? As you exhale, let's lower that right hand down. Pivot to face the top edge of your mat and rise off your right heel. You're coming into runner's lunge. Bringing hands to frame your left foot. Roll your shoulders back. Reach that right heel back. And breathing here. And as you exhale, let's curl down, gazing to the chest. And inhale to curl up with the neck, moving nice and slow. exhale to curl down. And inhale to curl up. Notice what that left foot is doing, making sure it's not cramping. Ground into that left heel more. One more time. Exhale to curl down. And inhale to curl up. Good. Let's lower to the right knee. Reach the arms high. Interlace the fingers. Come back into your Kali Mudra. So left thumb over right. Activate your right glute and exhale, hinge to the left. Gentle tuck of the tailbone. Spread through all four corners of that left foot and pull that left heel back to activate the hamstring. This is going to create more stability in your pelvis. And when we're stable in the pelvis, we actually release tension in the neck. Maybe turning your gaze under that right armpit, let the shoulders soften. As you inhale, rise up through center. Exhale, bring your hands to heart. Begin to bring your hands to the inner edge of your left foot. Heel toe that left foot out. You're coming into lizard lunge, either coming onto the top of your right foot. Maybe you're coming onto your forearms, moving nice and slowly wherever you are. And just feeling this deep flexion in that left hip. Maybe turning your left toes out to the left slightly. And really pressing down into that left foot to feel activation as well in that left hip. And let's angle the right forearm, or if you're on the palm, just turn your chest over to the left. And bringing your left hand to left thigh. You're reaching that left arm up. You can stay here or draw that right heel in and reach back for that right foot, any amount. And even if you can't reach for the foot, or it's a bit challenging, you can draw the heel towards your glute and still reach back to get the deeper twist and opening and activation of that right hamstring. And then turn your gaze up that left shoulder and exhale to lower the gaze. Inhale, turn the gaze up. And exhale to lower the gaze. One more time. Inhale to turn the gaze up and over that left shoulder. And exhale to lower the gaze. Reach that left arm high and land the palm down. Come onto your right hand if you're not already, and heel toe the left foot back to center. Let's tuck the right toes, lift the knee, and step forward with the right foot. Inhale, lengthen halfway, and exhale, forward fold. Melting over the thighs, reaching for opposite elbows, or maybe reaching behind the knees, letting your head fall heavy. Spread through all four corners of your feet. Breathing nice and deep here. Ground into the heels. Release your bind with the elbows and gently curl the spine all the way up. Reaching the arms high, big inhale. Lift your chest, lift the gaze. Exhale, bring your hands to heart. Coming into Tadasana, mountain pose. As you inhale, bring your arms out to parallel. Draw the shoulders back. Begin to bend the knees, Utkatasana, chair pose. Gentle tuck of the tailbone. Maybe lifting all 10 toes here. Maybe rooting one toe down at a time. Notice what your breath is doing. Feeling this strength building in the lower half of your body. See if you can let the shoulders soften a bit more and wiggle the fingers. Cultivating that Ujjayi breath. Couple more breaths here. Envisioning that blue hue at the back of your throat, clearing away anything blocking you from communicating and speaking clearly from a place of truth within yourself. And beginning to press into the heels as you rise up. Inhale, reach the arms high. Lift the gaze, and exhale, bring your hands to heart. Good. Begin to bend the knees, Utkatasana chair pose. Ground into your right foot and slowly step your left leg back. Rising into your high lunge, arms reach overhead, big inhale. Lift your chest, lift your gaze, grounding into that right foot. Keeping lifted off the left heel. Left glute is activated. Take an inhale in. And as you exhale, open to the left, gazing over your left shoulder. You're still in your high lunge position with the legs. Then begin to bring your left hand to thigh, reaching your right arm overhead. Bend into that right knee a little more. Ground your right big toe. Roll the shoulders back and lift your gaze. And really rooting into that right foot. And exhale, arms to a T. No worries if you're losing your balance. Finding playfulness in the practice. Beginning to float your left arm forward. Arms reach high, big inhale. Good. And as you exhale, begin to pivot your left heel down and open to your warrior two. Pressing to the back edge with your left foot, arms reach to a T. Let's turn the palms up and turn the palms down. And keeping that nice bend in your right knee. Keep the breath moving here. And just feeling heat building in the lower half of your body, lengthening the spine. Let's gently turn the gaze over that left shoulder. And then begin to slowly turn the gaze back over the right fingertips. And imagine that grounding cord coming down through the spine, rooting you into the earth, spreading through all four corners of your feet. Keeping your left glute strong here. Beginning to straighten your right knee. And then begin to reach forward with your right fingertips, bringing right hand to inner edge of right calf, left arm stacks coming into Trikonasana, or you're bringing right peace fingers around your right big toe. And just getting awareness into the feet and feeling activation in the legs, and then lengthening your spine forward, gentle tuck of the tailbone. Maybe your gaze turns up towards left fingertips. Keep breathing here. Feel the strength that you're cultivating in the body, rather than just seeing it as hard and challenging. See it as empowering and activating, building deep core strength. The more we do this, the more we cultivate that and are able to hold ourselves in the vibration of stability. Good. Last couple of breaths. And exhale, lower that left hand down. Turn your chest to face the top edge of the mat. Pivot off your left heel and bend your right knee. You're coming into a runner's lunge. Roll your shoulders back and keep your chest open. Begin to exhale, curl your chin down. Inhale to slowly curl up, roll the shoulders back. Let's go two more. Exhale, curl the chin down. Inhale to slowly curl up. One more time. Exhale, curling the chin down. Inhale to slowly come up. Good. Beginning to lower to that left knee. Begin to reach the arms high, interlacing the fingers, so you're crossing right thumb over left this time. Index fingers reach towards the sky. Engage your left glute. Take an inhale in and exhale, hinge to the right. Press into your right foot. Maybe turn your chest or your gaze underneath that left armpit. Opening through the chest as the shoulders drop down the back. Notice if you're really dumping in that right hip. Try to tuck your tailbone and engage your left glute and then pull your right heel back. Notice how that creates more stability. And maybe you notice a bit more release in the neck with that stability coming from the pelvis. Breathing into the belly. Good. Couple more breaths. As you inhale, rise all the way up. And exhale, bring your hands to frame, or bring their hands to the inner edge of that right foot. And let's heel toe that right foot out. Coming into lizard lunge. You can come onto the top of that left foot. And just finding your breath here. Maybe you come onto the forearms like you did on the other side. And just feeling this deep flexion happening in that right hip. Noticing the sensations as they are for what they are, just energy wanting to shift, letting go of any story, noticing the emotions that come up and how can you support them. What are they asking for? Maybe more breath. Maybe you need to come up onto your hands. Listen to what your body is saying. Listen to those parts of yourself that are speaking. When we listen, that is true love for ourselves. Okay, so if you're on the hands, you can just turn your chest over to the right, bringing right hand to top of right thigh, or you can pivot your left forearm to face the short edge of the mat and turn your chest over that right thigh, reaching your right arm high, lifting the gaze, and exhale, lower your gaze down. Inhale, lift the gaze, and exhale, lower the gaze down. 3 more like this. Keep Ujjayi breath going, last 2. Moving nice and slow. And last one here. Turning the gaze up to those right fingertips, reach back with that right arm. Stay here, or begin to hug your left heel to glute, creating that opening as you roll your right shoulder back. Keep turning the chest over to the right and keep the chest nice and expansive here. Maybe feeling that left hamstring turn on. Grounding down into that right foot, pushing it down. Last couple of breaths here. Roll that right shoulder back. And inhale, reach your right arm high. Exhale, lower your right hand down. Come up onto both hands. And let's heel toe that right foot to center. You can tuck the left toes, lift the knee. Take an inhale in, and as you exhale, step your left foot forward. Inhale, lengthen halfway. And exhale, forward fold. Begin to ground into the heels and curl all the way up. Moving nice and slow as you inhale, reach the arms high and lift your gaze high. Exhale, bring your hands to heart. Tadasana, mountain pose. Bring your hands to hips and step back with the left foot so you're facing the long edge of the mat. You can turn your right toes in. Roll your shoulders back and press the feet apart. So feel your glute med activating. as you push the feet apart, and then lengthen your spine and begin to hinge from your hips. So hinging from the hips, roll the shoulders back, spine is long, coming forward any amount. Hip flexors turn on, quads are activated to protect the knees, and fingertips come down. Your knees can also have a slight bend in them, or you can really use the quad muscles here to straighten. Lengthen halfway and exhale, reach the crown of the head towards the earth, maybe walking the hands back to be in line with the heels, bending the elbows, weight will come into the toes and the hips will lift high towards the sky. Turn your lower abs on and feel your spine strengthening. Maybe walking the hands to be on the outer edges of the feet and hugging the elbows towards the shins. Wherever you are, notice what's happening in your body, the sensations, without judgment. Just notice what they are, maybe noticing where there's tension, because that seems to be the first thing that we notice. But then also notice where there's expansion, where are you feeling openness? Just remembering that the tension isn't usually the only thing present. And so when we can resource ourselves to feel the expansion, we can actually bring softening to the tension, giving it more space. And beginning to bring your hands under the shoulders as you lengthen halfway. Begin to walk the hands forward to your right foot and pivot your right toes forward. Rise off your left heel and bend your right knee. Begin to ground your right heel and draw your left knee into chest. And then begin to curl your spine all the way up to stand as you lift your left knee high, reach the arms high. Good. I'm just gonna hop back here and then ground your right foot. And either bring your left hand to shin or you're bringing peace fingers around your left big toe as you kick forward with your left foot. Push down into your right foot and lift your spine tall. And draw your left shoulder back, really draw it back and feel the shoulders gently coming towards each other on the back body. Spine is strong. And come back to that blue hue in your throat. Use that ujjayi breath again to clear away any density, any lower vibrations, keeping your truth hidden or suppressed. Just let that go with each exhale. And then begin to reach your right hand to the outer edge of your left knee or outer edge of your left foot. Left arm reaches up and back, gazing over that left shoulder. Draw your right shoulder back and push down into your right foot as you connect in with your breath. And beginning to float your left arm forward. Let's reach both arms high, big inhale. And exhale, slowly lower that left foot. Bringing hands to heart. Take an inhale in. Full exhale. Come into your Tadasana mountain pose. Good, let's ground that right foot. Begin to bend your left knee and reach back for your left ankle. Preparing for Natarajasana, dancers. Right arm reaches alongside the ear. If this is where you are today, that's great. Focus on your balance, focus on your breath, and strengthening that standing leg. Otherwise, you're kicking into your left hand and reaching forward with the right. Coming into dancers, ground your right heel and stay with your breath. Maybe point your left toes. Focus on a point of stillness in front. Maybe making your Gyan Mudra with index finger and thumb on that right hand. Come to awareness of that right foot, pushing it down, kicking into your left hand. Last 3 breaths. For 2 and 1. Slowly rising up to stand. Nice work. Inhale, arms reach high, lift your gaze. And exhale, hands to heart. Tadasana, mountain pose. Good. Let's bring hands to hips and step back with the right foot. Pivot the left toes in, you're facing the long edge of the mat. Inhale, arms reach high, lift your gaze. Exhale, bring your hands to heart. Press to the outer edges of your feet and hinge forward from the hips for a wide-legged forward fold. Coming onto the hands as you lengthen halfway, and maybe you're here, keeping the spine long wherever you are. Let the chest be open, so roll the shoulders back. Just make sure you're not rounding in the spine. So if you're rounding, just come up, and the knees can bend to create more length in the spine. Otherwise, you're reaching the crown of the head down, walking the hands to be back in line with the heels. Just let your head take any gentle movements, releasing any tension around the neck. Maybe reaching for the outer edges of your feet again, like you did so on the other side, hugging elbows to shins and bringing the weight into the toes as you activate the quads, lifting your sit bones high. Let your shoulders relax down the back. Good. And then beginning to bring your hands underneath the shoulders, lengthen halfway. Begin to walk the hands forward towards your left foot. Pivot your left toes forward and rise off your right heel as you bend your left knee. Roll your shoulders back. Keep your chest open. Grounding into your left foot. Hug right knee to chest. Begin to curl all the way up to stand. Reaching the arms high. I'm just gonna hop back here. Bringing your right hand to shin, option 1. Option 2, peace fingers come around your right big toe. And you're kicking forward as you activate your right quad, draw your right shoulder back. Come back to your breath, soften in that left wrist. And really push down into that left heel. And letting that left leg wobble any amount. Good, and then reaching either your left hand to outer edge of right knee or outer edge of right foot. Press into your left big toe and reach your right arm back behind. Either gaze is directly to the right or it's coming back over that right shoulder, and you're hugging shoulder blades together as you lengthen your spine tall. Stay with your breath here. And keep kicking forward with your right foot. And slowly float that right arm forward. Arms reach high overhead. Big inhale. And exhale, slowly lower. Hands to heart. Tadasana, mountain pose. Nice job. Coming into dancer's pose, and then we're coming onto the floor. Bring your right elbow into side waist and begin to kick into your right hand. Reaching your left arm high and then finding your variation. If this is where you are today, that's fine. Keep kicking into your right hand and then keep pushing into your left foot. Wherever you are, maybe keeping kicking as you hinge forward over that left leg. Maybe making your mudra, your Gyan mudra with index finger and thumb. Coming back to the throat. Envision that blue hue and breathe into it. With each exhale, letting go of any dense energy. Keeping kicking into your right hand. Stay with your breath, focusing on a point of stillness. 3 more breaths here. Slowly rising up to stand. Nice work, reaching the arms high, big inhale. And exhale, hands to heart. Tadasana, mountain pose. Let's bring the feet the width of the mat and turn the heels in, toes turn out. Inhale, arms reach high, lift your gaze. Exhale, bring your hands to heart as you slowly bend the knees, coming all the way down. Bringing elbows to the inner edges of the knees. And just rocking side to side as you roll the shoulders back. Good. Beginning to reach back with your right hand and then the left. Fingertips face the heels. Just walk the hands back so the wrists are under the shoulders and roll the shoulders back as you heel toe the feet in. You're coming into reverse table. Maybe staying here or letting your head come back as you really activate behind the back of the heart. Push the palms down and then push them forward towards your heels as you drag the heels back and press into the soles of the feet. Maybe drawing awareness to your throat here. Envisioning that blue hue as you breathe in expansion, breathe in clarity. And breathing out anything that's not serving you. Last few breaths. Good. Slowly coming down onto your sit bones. Press your hips back and extend the legs out long for Dandasana. Bringing one hand on either side of your hips. Roll your shoulders back and keep your spine tall. Just breathing here. It might feel good to also reach under your left hamstring and then your right to just remove the flesh from under your sit bones, helping you get really rooted here. And then let's envision that grounding cord coming through the spine, anchoring you down into the earth. And really notice that blue hue at the back of your throat as you breathe in. And as you exhale, just feel any dense energy and lower vibrations releasing down the spine, down through the base of the spine and into the earth. Just witnessing them go with love and compassion, knowing they served you at one point and they're not needed anymore. Good. Okay, bringing the hands behind, fingertips face the glutes, roll the shoulders back. Option to take reverse table one more time, grounding into the feet and lifting the hips, or you're coming into reverse plank, keeping the legs extended. Root into the palms, point the toes, and then lift your hips as you ground all 10 toes, roll your shoulders back. Maybe the head comes back. You're grounding into the thumbs and index knuckle and then pushing the palms forward as you press the feet down. Activating the hamstrings, activating your glutes. Last 5 breaths. Keep breathing. And slowly lowering the hips all the way down. Good. Beginning to bend the knees. Ground the soles of the feet and reach the arms forward as you slowly, with intention, curl all the way onto your spine. Tucking the shoulders under. Let's bend the left knee and reach the right leg high. Begin to flex the right toes and cross the ankle over your left thigh, pressing the right knee forward. And either staying here or bringing the sole of your right foot to the left, any amount, while keeping the right knee pressing forward towards the top edge of your mat. And then cactusing your right arm, and let's turn your gaze over that right shoulder. And then bringing your right fingertips to your left temple, just lightly put some pressure on the temple, and then lift into the fingertips and lower down. So that right ear is coming off. You're lifting into the fingertips and lower down. Keep pressing your right knee forward as you do this. Let's go for 3, for 2, and for 1. Lowering down. Let's cactus that right arm. Turn your gaze through center and draw your right knee back over to the right. Take an inhale in and a full exhale out. And just begin to lower that right foot down. And coming to the other side, let's reach that left leg high. Beginning to flex your left toes to face and crossing the ankle over your right thigh, pressing your left knee forward. You can choose to stay here or draw that left foot to the right while keeping the left knee drawing towards the top edge of your mat. So we want that bit of activation in the hip. And then turning your gaze over that left shoulder and then bringing your left fingertips to your right temple. Gently pressing into the right temple and then slowly lifting your left ear off the mat and lower down while meeting that resistance with your fingertips. So lifting and lowering, and keep the breath moving here. Let's go for 2 more. And last one. Good. Lower down, release. Let's cactus the arms and turn your gaze back to center. Ground into the sole of your right foot and draw your left knee back to center. And then begin to lower your left foot down, hip width from the right, and reach the arms out to 45 degrees. Grounding into your fingernails as you tuck your shoulders under. Use the exhale to lift the hips, coming into your little bridge. Maybe you stay here or interlace for a bind, pressing into the back of the hands. If you have your bind, you can walk the tiptoes back underneath the knees and lift your hips higher. Chin is gently tucked here. And just taking a few more deep breaths. And slowly releasing the bind if you have it, coming onto the soles of the feet, and then gently curling your spine all the way down with control. Drawing the knees in towards your shoulders and either bringing peace fingers around your big toes or reaching for the outer edges of your feet for happy baby. Letting your shoulders soften, bending one knee and then the other. Continuing to let yourself breathe here. And coming back into your happy baby. Feeling your spine rooted on the earth. And then beginning to release the legs and extending the legs out long as you come into your final resting pose, Shavasana, just letting your whole body completely surrender, letting your practice integrate from all that hard work, and feeling the strength that you've created around your hips, and feeling that rise up your spine. And then noticing any spaciousness that you might feel in the throat, even if it's just the tiniest bit. And let's breathe into the throat center, breathing in through the nose. And exhaling out through the mouth. Let's do that 2 more times, breathing in through the nose. And exhaling out through the mouth. 1 more time, breathing in through the nose. And exhaling. Just letting go of any stress or tension that you've been carrying, especially in the neck. And giving yourself this time to soften into stillness. To let your hard efforts integrate and weave into your nervous system, into your mind. And I welcome you to stay in this final resting pose for as long as you need. Thank you for practicing with me today, and I hope that you're feeling more mobile around your neck, more open in your heart, and more confident in speaking your truth from your heart center and with clarity and ease. Namaste.